China is making a major play to control gold's price. The headline going around is China banned gold trading. But that's not really true.
There is a difference between I just bought gold and I just bought a claim against gold.
It deals with how gold is traded and how prices are actually formed.
One of China's biggest banks announced that they were shutting down their paper gold trading.
What's actually going on is more interesting and more important for anyone who owns gold. China did not ban gold ownership. Physical gold bars, coins, jewelry, ETFs, and gold accumulation plans are still fully available to Chinese retail investors. What's being shut down is something specific: leveraged trading of paper gold, contracts that allow retail investors to make outsized bets on gold price movements without actually owning any metal, trading on margin. With gold's pullback from $5,500 to $4,000, these leveraged positions were getting wiped out left and right. For instance, when gold dropped 12% in a day, margin calls cascaded through the system. JWR, a major gold trading platform, collapsed, affecting tens of thousands of retail investors. With losses exceeding $1.4 billion, JWR was unable to meet redemption requests, and hundreds of investors protested outside the company's offices demanding their money back, and police had to intervene to maintain order. So China pulled the plug on the paper gold market, with the official explanation being that they're protecting retail investors from volatility. We've talked before about the paper market and how it has the potential to distort the value of real physical gold. So China's move isn't necessarily something we should be mad at, but we should look beyond the official explanation and look into what the country's real reasons for ending the paper gold market could be. At the same time, Chinese banks are shutting down paper gold trading for retail investors. We know the People's Bank of China has been buying physical gold for 17 consecutive months. We know China has been steadily reducing its US Treasury holdings, but what you might not know is that China has been building its own gold settlement architecture in Shanghai and Hong Kong, outside the London system we recently discussed. So they're killing the paper gold casino, getting rid of the speculative riffraff, challenging the dollar-based system, and hoarding tons and tons of physical metal at the institutional level. People are saying this is a long-term play so that China can eventually control how gold is priced. So if you think about the future, if you're China and you own that much physical gold and you can price it whatever you like, you're probably going to price it pretty darn high. Who knows? Maybe we're going to look back at this time and think, wow, that was the time I should have bought, before China priced gold 50% higher. But if you're watching this and your gold exposure is only on paper, China just demonstrated what happens to those instruments when the system decides it's time to clean house. So if you're ready to hold real, physical gold, the kind that can't just disappear with a sudden legislation change, give Noble Gold Investments a call. And if you want more practical insight from people who understand the precious metals market and how to navigate it, be sure to like and subscribe.